Derek, welcome to the St Pancras Renaissance Hotel, London. My name is Anders Wynnum. I'm the Director of Sales here. It's our pleasure to have you.
Anders, first of all, thank you for inviting me to this splendid hotel. I mean, it's just breathtaking. What can you tell me about the history of the Renaissance St Pancras Hotel?
Originally, it dates back to the 1860s. It was commissioned and built on behalf of the Midland Railway Company by a renowned architect at the time, Sir George Gilbert Scott. But the actual grand opening was on the 11th of May 1873, opened by Queen Victoria.
Anders, why is it such a splendid hotel? I mean, every room, everywhere I walk, it's almost as if it's over the top.
Essentially, there were no expenses spared at the time. The building cost the Midland Railway £500,000 sterling in the money back then, which was an absolute fortune. And it was really a statement of the wealth of the railways.
And moving on to where we are now, can you just tell me something about this space? Because I almost feel like I'm in church.
Well, we're standing on the third floor of the historical part of the hotel. The original design was, in fact, meant to be very Gothic and cathedral-like. It was something that the Victorians found very fashionable. George Gilbert Scott actually imposed this architecture on the building and deliberately made it look like a cathedral and a church. He was a pioneer behind several cathedrals and churches in the UK as well at the time. So we have these incredible vaulted ceilings here. The design behind us, as you can see, is meant to represent the heaven and the stars looking down on you, which was in Gothic mythology something that the Victorians believed a lot, and it was supposed to be seen as a sign of good luck. And we also got a lot of different medieval related crests around us, as well as some of the shields of the cities of the Midland Railway. We have places like Derby, Nottingham, Leeds. I mean, this was really the lifeline between the north and the south of the UK at the time. Equally, the stonework and the masonry, a lot of the brickwork were actually quarried and brought down from places in the north and Midlands of the UK by train.
And in terms of restaurants and bars within the hotel, what can you tell me, what facilities do you provide?
So we have 3 restaurants in the hotel. We have our booking office bar, which was actually the original ticket hall connected with St Pancras Station. So we have a lot of the original listed woodwork. The original ticket office structure is still within the booking office today. That in itself is a Grade 1 listed structure protected by the House of Lords. There's also 173 different original rosette carvings around the perimeter of the booking office, again, just signifying the detail that was lavished on the original building. We also have the Gilbert Scott restaurant, which is operated by Marcus Waring. So that offers our guests and external customers a slightly different style of menu. And then we have our Me and Me cafe bar, which is actually on the concourse of the platform just outside the hotel.
In terms of events, do you have any sort of annual events here, or is there anything that's sort of scheduled?
It's a real mixture. I mean, we have in the hotel 11 meeting rooms, all very, very different. So we can host a small boardroom meeting from a few people right up to a standing reception of 575 people. Our largest room, which is Hansom Hall, named after the Victorian Hansom taxi, as that was where the taxi rank used to be in the Victorian times. So there's a really splendid roof terrace on the back of that. Another really interesting space called the Ladies' Smoking Room, which was an area that the Victorian high society ladies would meet, smoke cigarettes and just gossip about things.
Are there any other famous or illustrious characters associated with this building?
Quite a few. I mean, the patrons at the time of the opening of the hotel, as it was seen to be a state-of-the-art building, we had one of the first hotels with revolving doors in London at the time, based on an American design. So we had members of the Vanderbilt family, and also Jessie Boot, who's the founder of Boots the Chemist, stayed in the hotel at the time. We are known as the Spice Girls Hotel. Below us we have the grand staircase that connects all 3 floors of this part of the building. So it is actually where the Spice Girls recorded their Wannabe single back in the 1990s, and I believe that we're almost at the 20th anniversary now of that particular event.
This area, it's changed dramatically in the last sort of 10 years. Do you think the hotel has had an influence
As you know, King's Cross was not the best renowned area of London at the time. If you have a hotel such as this, as well as a regeneration of the area from a business perspective, the two just naturally marry together, coupled of course with Eurostar as well.